Hello everyone. Lately it seems that I only make videos when I'm doing some kind of degen shit to the raid frames, but whatever. So right now the biggest problem we have about healing in raids is that there's a couple of fights, like 4 fights specifically right now, that have dispells that are actually private auras, like private debuffs. And the problem with private debuffs is that the UI doesn't work on them. Like usually when you get something that it should be dispellable, you get a highlight and colors on the frame matching the dispel type, right? So for in a raid for magic dispels, you will get a blue highlight around the frame. But with private auras, you cannot do that because you cannot check them at all. They're very locked down. So there's no highlight. You have to kind of see the tiny icon, right? So it's very annoying. The issue with debuffs compared to buffs is that because you cannot check them at all because they're private, you cannot do any of the logic I used to do for the buffs. But there's still one thing I can do, and that is going back all the way to my first solution for buffs, which is replacing the textures. Basically what I've done is gone through all the private debuffs that get applied by the boss and list all the icons that they use and just replace them with transparent icons. And the one that is just supposed to dispel, I replace it with mostly transparent but with a color border. So when people get the debuff, as you will see right now, they get a blue border around their frame, and that is the dispel. So the way this works is that if you remember the old video I did, you got all the icons stacked on top of each other in top of your frame, but most of them are transparent, except one, which is the one you care about, and that one has something specific to identify it. In this case, it's a blue border, right? So you will see a blue border on someone who has the dispel, and you will not see any other icons. And here you can see the one drawback. If I don't replace one icon, when someone gets that debuff, the icon will completely cover their frame. So you have to replace every single icon of every private aura in the fight. And most of them with transparent icons, and the one you care about with the blue border, so it shows as a dispel. So this is not as bad as it was when we're doing buffs, because most of the icons used by the debuffs are not actually your spells, so they won't affect you most of the time. Depending on what class you play, because the Paladin's boss has one, but they also reuse a lot of icons from the Paladin class, so you're a Holy Paladin, you're gonna delete half your icons because the Paladin just used the same icons as well. So that's kind of unfortunate, but for the rest of us, that's not very important. So yeah, this is currently the only way I can think of to get dispel highlights on private debuffs in the raid, and it works. You just drag the replacement textures to your war folder and you install the add-on, and yeah, it should work in any raid frames add-on in the way I implemented it. It's a very tiny add-on. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of the video, and you have to download the icon pack that replaces all the textures and put it in your war folder, and it will replace the textures in every single thing, in your talent tree, in your spell. If you look at the timeline, like the boss warnings on the left, there's no icons there because I deleted them and replaced them. So yeah, that's where we are. This is the way we have to see when people have a dispellable thing in raid now, and it works, I guess. Better than nothing. There you go. So if you have any issues setting it up, there's a link to my Discord in the description of the video. I can help you out. If you hate this, well, me too, but things are the way they are, and unless Blizzard fixes it, we're gonna keep deleting icons, just like I said some months ago when I was working with buffs. But yeah, this is a way to help you out when you need to figure out dispels. I am gonna make it work for all the 4 bosses that have dispels. Maybe there's some more dispels in the next raid, we'll see. Right now it doesn't work on Illyria because I haven't gone through all the list, but it will work in the Dragons, it will work on Chimeras on the 1 boss raid, and it will work on the Paladins, right, for the shield dispel. So it's set up to work on those 3. It will be working in Illyria soon, but yeah, you need the add-on and you need to keep updated the texture list. Otherwise, you will have that issue that I show you where the thing just covers your entire frame. So you need to replace all the icons. And yeah, that's it for now. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and I hope this helps you rate. Bye bye.